This is homework number 4 for Mr. Reed's Maths group. You'll see that it's due in on Friday. Remember that I do give stamps out for students that do it early, so feel free to get on with it straight away if you want. Question 1. Let's have a look at this. Now, the thing about this is in class we were doing the area of a trapezium, and we've talked about it briefly and some students are still struggling. So what I thought I'd do is actually talk to you about this example here and show you how to do it. And if I show you this one, then you should be able to do these ones at the bottom here, hopefully using the same techniques. So I'll show you the first one, and then you can try questions 1 to 4 on your own. So if we're going to work out the area of any trapezium, this is how you do it. First of all, area equals the sum of the parallel sides. Now let me just talk about those parallel sides. If I point at them, here is one side, and here is a parallel side. And by the sum of the parallel sides, I mean add them together. So I get those two parallel sides, and I add them together. So that's the starting point. Now if I say the whole formula, it's the sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the distance between, and then you half it at the end. So actually, right at the last step is to half it. So let's talk about that again. You add these parallel sides together. Once you've done that, you multiply by the distance between, and then you half it. So let's do that calculation in stages, remembering BidMaths. So we'll do our brackets first. They turn into 20. And then it says multiplied by the distance between, and then half it. And that will work every time for every trapezium. So let's do this first part of the calculation then. If you look at the BidMaths again, we've got to do this multiply and then we'll divide. So let's do this in stages. 20 multiplied by 5 is 100. So we've got 100 divided by the 2, which is 50. And if you remember your units, this is got centimetres in the drawing. So it's centimetres square, like that, square centimetres. So that's the first example done for you. And if I just talk you through it again, because there has been some people struggling with this. Add the parallel sides when it's a trapezium. So add the 12 and the 8. Then multiply by the distance between, then half it. And that works every time. So it's your job to do the same on these 4 questions at the bottom there. Please show you're working out like I've done. On to question 5. Now it's a trapezium, even though it doesn't look like it. A trapezium is allowed to have this straight edge on it here. The only qualifying fact to be a trapezium really is 4 sides, of which 2 are parallel. So this has got 2 parallel sides. It's definitely a trapezium, even though it does look slightly different to the rest. And this is a puzzle. If I give too much away, I'm doing it for you. So basically read the facts. We've got some information about some lawn seed here that someone's buying from a shop. And the idea is that someone is covering their entire garden in grass, using grass seed. That's the idea anyway. So Martin's got £90 to spend. Can he afford to cover the whole lawn? Please do show you're working out. On to question 6. Estimations. We've talked about that first column rounding or first significant figure rounding. Please remember to do that on all these questions. On to question 7. Now this is slightly different. These questions are deliberately wrong. I've got a calculation that's gone wrong. I've got an estimation that's gone wrong. I've got area of a trapezium that's gone wrong. In each case, I'd like you to fully copy those down. All the mistakes, copy them down. Once you've copied it down, I would like you to correct them in purple. Fix them and put the correct working and the correct answer in there. If you find something wrong, circle it in purple and fix it. That's the idea. Hopefully that should be fairly straightforward. On to question 8. Now this is the last part of the homework. It says BidMaths Super Challenge. You'll see the question looks fairly complicated. Actually the answer at the end isn't too bad, as long as you're willing to just take your time, follow BidMaths for the numerator and the denominator, and then calculate, remembering to do this right at the end, because it's all these brackets that get done first before you do this bit. That's it. Show you working out on the way to a final answer there. If you do get stuck, please come and see me. That's it.